Welcome to the Art of Hebrides. This is the WINFL show. I'm your host, Ian McKinn. I'm joined by Dave Somerville. Dave, how are you doing?
I've been better. I had my second negative COVID test today, so that's a good positive.
It's a very good positive. No, it's a negative.
It's a negative. It's a positive, positive being negative. But yeah, absolutely. The NFL has been very negative for me recently. We'll get into that later. But yeah, I'm feeling a lot better today. So it's been a bit of a rough week and a half. But now, hey, the show goes on, and we're here. And we're all good, man. So I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah, we are indeed. Now, obviously, we've missed a couple of weeks through one reason or another. I was away last week, and the week before that, we had some things going on. So we've not done a podcast in 2 weeks. Now, the last time we spoke, Dave, the Rams hadn't done anything in free agency. Nothing. Absolutely. All they did was give the Broncos their punter back, Riley Dixon. We spoke about that.
Yes.
Okay. True. Now, however, over the past few days, some things have happened. Would you like to inform us of some of the things that have happened to some Rams players over the past couple of days?
No. Wow. Okay. Just all right. Okay.
Predominantly the receivers.
Yes, we're going to focus on the receivers because the rest of it is a certain kind of show as well. Looking at the receivers, obviously we had OBJ, and a magnificent Super Bowl year, brilliant player. He's I still think he's one of the best receivers in the league. When he went off for his, I think it was reconstruction surgery on his ligament, because he had no ligament there, and the Rams kind of hid that for a bit just so that he could try get to. They didn't want to alert other teams to it. And basically they were hoping that once he had his surgery, he could come back, and they left his locker room space. It was going to be OBJ. It was there for when he came back. And then the Ravens swoop in and sign him on a 1-year deal. I think, is it 12 or 15 million guaranteed?
I think, I'm not sure. I think it was 12. Yeah. I think it was.
Yeah, 12 million. It's fully guaranteed though. Yeah, I mean, look at the current state of the Rams and the salary cap issues as well. We weren't going to be able to offer him a contract like that, and he signed for Baltimore. So that was the first kick in the teeth. And then the second roundhouse kick came very recently in the form of Allen Robinson. Now, he didn't have the best years at the Rams, and he only just started to mold into the team and the way that we play towards the end of the season, when the season was done and dusted. So that wasn't ideal either. But he's been traded to the Pittsburgh Steelers along with our 7th round pick, which is, I think it's number 251 in the draft. So quite close to the very end. There's only 4 or 5 picks after that. So we had that. And in return, we get a pick higher up the draft.
Yes.
About 15, 17 places above what we picked. And there's add-ons to that, because not only is the Rams paying $10 million of his $15 million salary, the Pittsburgh Steelers only picking up $5 million of that. He is going to Pittsburgh. He is playing there. The Rams are picking up $10 million, and that's it. We are basically paying him to play in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, so...
What?
Compose yourself. You okay? You all right? Good man.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah,
so, basically, the deal's, it's not finished, but it's being finalized right now. So the Steelers will pay Robinson $5 million. The Rams will pay him $10.25 million. Okay? The Rams will receive the number 234 pick in the draft, 7th in 2023, this year. And the Steelers will get the 251st pick. Now, I know draft capital, you want to be higher than lower. I get that. But let's not kid ourselves on here. With no disrespect to the players selected at these positions, in the grand scheme of things, not a huge difference between the 234th and the 251st pick. Not huge. There's a difference. It's not huge. So basically what's happened here, those picks wipe each other out. So the Rams are essentially giving the Steelers Allen Robinson, and the Steelers won't need to pay him $5 million. That's it. And I like Allen Robinson. When he signed for the Rams, I said I think he's a great player because he was doing well in Chicago, given the quarterback situation.
Given the situation. Yeah.
He then goes to the Rams because OBJ had gone down. He went down to the Super Bowl, obviously. He was out for the year. Everyone knew he wasn't going to play. Allen Robinson comes in, and I thought he'll be great opposite Cooper Kupp, but then Stafford goes down. And Kupp goes down. And it all went really badly for the Rams last year. And it went badly for Allen Robinson, because I still think he's a great player. I think he's a Pro Bowl caliber wide receiver. He's now gone to Pittsburgh. They've had receivers sort of coming and going, with Juju and then Chase Claypool. And so the receivers have been all over the place in Pittsburgh. I think he becomes the best receiver in Pittsburgh. I honestly believe that. I think he does.
So do I.
And he's an experienced veteran, and he'll bring something to that locker room. And if it's going to be Kenny Pickett as it is Kenny Pickett. Yes.
Yeah,
I was like, who's the Steelers quarterback? If it's going to be Kenny Pickett, he's a young man. Allen Robinson brings in a veteran wide receiver, Pro Bowl caliber, as I say, and I think this could be really, really good for the Steelers. I don't understand the trade from the Rams' point of view. I don't get it. You're swapping seventh rounders that are only 15, 16 picks apart. You're paying $10 million, 2/3 of his salary, for him not to play that. I don't get it. I don't like it from the Rams' side of view. From the Steelers, this is, I was going to say it's a steal. Oh, the Steelers. There you go. Sorry, Dave.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
But it is. It's an absolute steal for the Steelers, this one.
There's a piece of the jigsaw missing. I think that there has to be. There's something is not clear. So, I mean, the Rams, they've made some very questionable decisions, particularly recently. But there's something that we're missing here. There always seems to be something that's not made public with the Rams. Look at the OBJ situation, perfect example. And it came out bit by bit of what the situation was. That, his previous operation to fix his ligament went wrong, and they needed to rebuild it again or something. And then it comes out later that he had no ligament at all. So something's missing, whether it's something medical or whether it's there's some sort of spat between Robinson and the Rams or the back office or Sean McVay, because it does seem like if you're not on board with Sean McVay's plans, with the way he does things, you're leaving LA. You're not going to be part of the team anymore. I think the only thing I can really relate it to is in our football world, so in soccer, when Pep Guardiola, now he's considered one of the best managers in the world. I'm a Manchester City fan, but previous players have always said, you respect the plan, you respect the system. If you don't, you're gone. It's just that simple. It doesn't matter who you are. He did it with Thierry Henry at Barcelona. And, I think that this is the kind of situation with McVay. McVay is seen around the league as a visionary, and he's so young. He's got so much potential to go on and potentially build a legacy because he comes from that Shanahan school. So he's the best. Well, he's arguably the best product from that Shanahan school. And I think that if Robinson hasn't fully subscribed to that school of thought, to the way that things are done at the team, I think it was time to move on. But I again, something's not been made public that is the main motivation for this trade to happen. Because, I mean, Ramsey, I think the Rams wanted to do right by him. Okay, we took a lot less from what we could have and should have got for him. Robinson, this is next level. This is completely different. This is completely different, and I don't know what it is. I'm worried that it could be some sort of dissent in the locker room. And if you're bringing in a veteran player on a big contract, I think one of the people that would sort him out would be Mike Tomlin, though. So if there is anything like that, Pittsburgh is the perfect place for Robinson. I don't wish him bad, but something, you see, the Rams better pull it out, because I think they're just going to end up have a throwaway year and build for 2024. And I don't like it, because it's a year of pain. I know we got a Super Bowl. Is it worth it? Yeah, probably. But again,
It's always worth it for a Super Bowl.
Yeah, it is, but something's not right there, and something's amiss.
Yeah.